Hello, I'm Vivian Morgan. I'm a licensed counselor and I'm an empowerment coach. And I love helping people get the life they want. And I work every day to try to do that. And today I want to talk about the power and importance of learning to receive. So I'm speaking to people who may be addressing their people pleasing tendencies. And I really like to call it conditioning because we learned early on that our value and worth is connected to how much we do for others. But if we're truly going to heal and be in successful and healthy relationships, we have to learn to receive. And what does that mean, learning to receive? Have you ever had somebody give you a compliment and you're like, oh, no, it's not a big deal? Somebody might say, oh, I love, you know, what you made for, the potluck. It was delicious. And you're like, oh, it was nothing. Or just any kind of compliment, just kind of poo-pooing it or saying it was not a big deal. Or I even had somebody recently talking with me, a fellow colleague, a friend, and every time I would ask her about her life and want to give her airspace and time, she'd say, "Oh, no, 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 tell me about you. What are you up to?" And this kind of constant deference on what you can offer other people and what kind of friend you are to other people and how much you can give. I think it's part cultural conditioning. It's part wanting to be the good mother, the good friend, the good in relationships. I think there's a religious component too, that adage, it's better to give than to receive kind of thing. So I think there's a lot of goodness connected with giving. And the flip side of that is this notion that it might not be a good thing to receive things. Like I might not be a good person if I'm on the receiving end of goodness. And I really want to change that thinking because in the receiving of goodness from other people is reciprocal relationships where there's a healthy give and take in a relationship. And there's also joy. There's also joy because we get into this conditioning that we don't need to stop for a minute and enjoy the sunset or enjoy a good conversation. That we have to keep moving on to the next thing that we have to do to prove our worth. So I really want you to take a step and think about taking a moment to care for yourself, to allow the universe, the world, your friends, your family, your children, your parents to give to you and sit in that moment and appreciate it and know that you're worth it. You're worth any consideration, kindness, goodness that comes your way. You were born worthy. You are worth spending time on. You are worth people attending to you. You're worth taking up space. You're worth people's attention. People want to hear what you have to say. You are allowed to take up the space and to accept the compliment and the goodness coming your way. All right. If you have a thought about that, please drop it in the comments. I hope you subscribe and continue to follow me. And I look forward to talking to you in the future about all things regarding people pleasing. And just a little note, I'm going to get into um, some ways that people pleasers can be led into toxic relationships. And this is all part of that healing and recovering too, because you know, learning to receive and being in a reciprocally positive relationship is important if we're healing from toxic relationships. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.